Hi everyone, it's Sarah, the owner and creator behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're a new viewer, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, a big welcome back. If you are a new viewer or a returning viewer and you have not subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below. And if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when I post new videos. I do try to post weekly if possible. And during holidays, though, I usually take that time and spend it with my family, so I hope you understand that I don't make videos during that time. But let's dive into the shop update, shall we? Or maybe prior to the shop update, maybe we'll just talk about what I'm wearing, because sometimes I forget to do that. So this is the West Egg Shawl by Ellen Coy is the designer. I don't know if it's available anymore. It was free at one point, but I think she actually removed it off of Ravelry. I mean, it's still on there, but I don't think you can actually download it or anything, which is a shame because it was quite a fun pattern to do. But this does have some wonderful wool that I got from one of our trips, and so that's this really beautiful pink color here, and then this dark burgundy color was also from that trip. I believe it was actually to West Virginia. I think that was for that trip, yeah, our West Virginia trip. And then I have my Multifarious Nature colorways in here too. So this dark green with a little hints of like a deep navy blue in here, that is balsam pine. So I do currently have that in the shop. So that is what balsam pine looks like. It just knit up here. You guys can see that. And then this section is Multifarious Nature. Get a bigger section here for you. So this is the Multifarious Nature colorway that I do have currently in the shop. This is on my 100% merino base, but that kind of gives you an idea of what Multifarious Nature looks like knit up. So I made this, I think it's been almost a year now. It's so cozy and warm, and it's a chilly day, but it's definitely nice out, so we're going to be taking the dogs on a hike. So I guess I should include that in the life update section, but oh well. I'm gonna get a sip of some tea here because it's a little bit chilly. Excuse me. Hit the back of my throat. Goodness. So my little advent that I put together for myself, I put tea bags in there for myself, and this is I think it's Twinings, I think that's how you say it. It's a well-known brand you can get at the food store, and it is orange cinnamon spice. Very nice for this time of year. Cozy. Oh, I needed that. Okay. Back to the shop update. I knew I'd get there eventually. So advents. I do actually still have a couple advents available, you guys. There's just a couple though, so if you do want one, make sure you hop on over to multifariousnature.com. And I actually will include the link directly to the advent below, and I'd love it if you'd grab one too and you could participate. It's so much fun. There's 24 20-gram mini skeins in it, and I will show you a hint as to some of those because I've been opening them here starting December 1st. But you can also give it as a gift if you want to give this as a gift, and someone can open it even in a different month if they'd like. But so it's 24 20-gram minis, one 100-gram full-size skein, and it's all on my Peruvian Highland wool base. It's a beautiful fluffy wool. It's so nice and warm. Excuse me. So especially for these colder months, you know, it's just it's so nice and cozy. So there's also goodies in there that's included in the advent. So there's a goodie for each Sunday leading up to Christmas. So there's at least 3 goodies, and then there's a bonus goodie that is for day 1 that you'll get. I will be showing you some of the goodies that I get on each Sunday, but I will not be showing you the bonus goodie that you get on day 1 because I only had enough for the advents that I shipped out. So, and for the advent that I have to ship out. So I don't want to give that away. I kind of want to keep that like a little surprise just for those who have ordered it or yeah, that order it. So anyway, let's get into the works in progress then. So works in progress. I'm going to start with the Multifarious Nature Advent. I have been working on this diligently, and I did screw up and had to rip back because it's brioche. And when you mess up brioche, two-color brioche, it can be quite tricky to go back. And I did. I found it was quite tricky, and I ended up having to rip it back completely. So I ripped it back, and then I made another mistake, and I left the mistake because sometimes it's good to have little mistakes, right? Because it's handmade and it looks it, and in a good way though, you know, in a good way. It's a reminder. It kind of gives me a good laugh. So we have a day 1, and I have actually 1 through 12 on here, you guys. Or through 12. Through 12 through today. Oh my gosh. Today is the 12th, right? Oh my gosh. I don't even know what day it is. All right, so we have a day 1. Day 2, 3 is this beautiful lace. This is the Shake It Up Shawl by Johanna. If you are curious as to what pattern I am using, I am doing my own thing though, because her pattern is I think 3 or 4 colors, and I actually am doing it with my 25 colorways. So I'm just mixing it up. So like this section, I think I actually split it with 2 colors, and then this is its own section, but like basically the pattern, I kind of split it up so I could do each color for each section, or a couple colors per section, depending. So here's where I was last week. And then I got all of this progress. I've been knitting really hard and staying up really late working on this because I don't know, when I committed to, doing this Advent with my Advent and doing each day and knitting each color each day, and there's something very nice about doing that and committing to that and actually following through on that. So that's what I'm doing. So this is the brioche section. I did make a mistake. I'm not going to point it out though, but it's in there. There is a mistake. But you can see this is 2 different days here, 2 different days here, and then 2 different days up here. I left this here to use for when I do part of the patterning. It's quite nice having removable stitch markers. You can just leave like that, isn't it? So I did that. But here is the goodie from last Sunday. It's a really cute little agate not progress keeper, stitch marker. And then so this was yesterday's colorway here, and this is today's colorway. So I did actually get today's colorway. Whew, it's a very small section that I was knitting, but it's quite long. So I'm using a short cable for this, and you'd be surprised how you can do the shawl with a short cable. I might be going to a bigger one, but I'm pretty sure I did it with a smaller one last time, and it worked. So it makes it nice and easy for portability. You just want to make sure you really push your stitches down when you're transporting it so that you don't, you know, lose your stitches. But I'm out of the brioche, and there will be more brioche, but isn't it pretty? And it's just so fun. I love all of the colors, and then here it is from the back. So the certain colors are more predominant on the front. You can really see some of these push forward, and then the back. And I did it in the order that I got them. I did do it in the order of the days, so that's how they ended up. And I just love, now this is not a fade. My Advent is not a fade, but it really is fading quite nicely in areas. Like this actually is multiple, you know, this is 4 days worth of color right here, and it just blends quite nicely. So I love how that turned out, and that was just, I didn't know how that would work. I didn't really dye it up to do the Shake It Up shawl, so I just love it. And you'll see there'll be some fun shifting going on into the next couple colors. So I'm really excited to show you guys that, and for for those of you who are also participating in opening the Multifarious Nature Advent, I hope you love it because I'm so excited. I just love all these colors and I had so much fun making it. So yes, lots and lots of fun. And then it's a totally different kind of look on the back because of the brioche. So really neat. Love brioche. It's so stretchy and fluffy. And like I said, using this Peruvian Highland wool is really nice. It's creating this wonderful look and stitch definition, everything. I'm loving it. And I'm going to be doing another lace section coming up here. So I'm really excited to see how that turns out because this previous lace section really worked so well. So absolutely loving it. And yeah, I wanted to show you guys the Shake It Up shawl from last year. So this is using my Multifarious Nature Advent. And so this is really super special to me. But this was actually the Advent from a chick that knits, and I did the Shake It Up shawl last year. So I'm using this as a guide for how I separate my colors. But this is how it turned out last year. Just kind of give you a sneak peek. If you're curious about doing the Shake It Up shawl, I highly recommend it. And I mean, I clearly loved it. I'm doing it a second time. So it just worked out so well with the Advent, and I cannot tell you the directions because it is a paid for pattern, but I just kind of winged it, and you can do it however you see fit. And I am just copying kind of the way I separated the colors with this one. So you can see on this one, it's extremely evident where that the two colors are here, where on the other, this one here, the colors actually just blended so nicely that they just blend amazingly. I love it. I love how it's turning out. But you can see there's more lace work coming up here. And then again, more brioche, but crazy. Amazing. So this was last year's, and this is this year's with Multifarious Nature's Advent. So very, very excited, you guys. Very excited. And yeah. So there's that. Oh, and my bonus for today, because I did have, for today being Sunday, I did have a extra goodie in the Advent. So for the Multifarious Nature Advent, this is the goodie for today. It is another little stitch marker, and it is a beautiful like sandy colored glass bead with another like orange copper colored glass bead. So that is for today's goodie, and I just love using those stitch markers. I've been using one for today and the previous with how this pattern works, and I'm just loving them. They work so well, and they're just such a nice addition to the stitch marker stash. You can always use more stitch markers, right? So that is the Shake It Up shawl using Multifarious Nature Advent. So if you guys are loving those colors, and there will be even more colors, I cannot wait for you to see it, but there will be more colors. So if you are intrigued and you'd like to participate, please do hop on over to multifariousnature.com and pick up that Advent, because I hate for you to miss out if you really do love it and want one, because I cannot recreate them. These colors were dyed up specifically for the Advent. All right. So next is the other Advent. So my Christmas present was an Advent from, I'm doing the Advent Envy, which is a brand new pattern to me and a new pattern in general. So if you hop on over to Ravelry, it's Amanda Rios is the designer. And if you go on there, I don't know if, I mean, people may have started doing her Advent and actually posting photos, which I need to do that myself. But if they haven't yet, there's not any photos. But so far, I am loving that pattern. So this is using Emma's Yarn Advent. So Emma's Yarn is another yarn dyer. I am mid-row. But, here we go. But you can see how this one's turning out. So it is very nice, soft pastel colors. She used a, I think it's an 80-20 base. It's a sock yarn base, and it's very pretty. I have better lighting today because it's earlier in the day than I've been doing lately. So you can see these colors a little bit better than last time. But yeah, it's really pretty. So this, I am very behind on this Advent. I was caught up on mine. I'm on day 5 still. Day 5 for this Advent knit up. So I'm quite behind. I have a couple days of making up to do, but that's okay. This one I was going to take my time on, and taking my time I am. So here's my little, it's a little Lock and Loo progress keeper. Of course, these colors are going to make my camera go crazy because they're so much lighter than everything else in the room around me. But this is just a super fun Advent. Really bright. I'm causing a mess here. I need to straighten that out because I have all of the yarn balls in here, and they're starting to get bigger and bigger because I'm not using them. I have to hurry because otherwise I'm going to lose track of which colorway was which day. It'll become chaos. Oh dear. But it's a really fun pattern. You can see there's slip stitches. It's, again, paid for pattern. I can't give away too much information, but it is a brand new pattern, and there was basically no information of rating wise or anything, but I loved the photos she had put up, and I just thought, you know what, Emma's yarn from what I saw were bright, kind of fun colors. So I thought this pattern, based off of what I saw on Ravelry, looked fun and colorful and playing with the color, and that's what I wanted to do. So that's what I'm doing. And it's turning out exactly the way I wanted it to. It's fun and beautiful. And I'm using a super massive needle because I actually emailed the pattern designer because she doesn't have it in the pattern, the size needle. And she did say like I think 37, or she has a size needle but not the cable size. And I ended up going with a super massive cable. I think she said up to like 40, so I used a 50-inch. It doesn't hurt to have more room. So yeah, really enjoying that. Really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. And it's fun to work with yarn that is different than my yarn as well, just because I love color. I love color so much. If you can't tell from the colors that I've created and the colors I just created recently, those were super fun. And I have some of those still in the shop if you do want to get them. And do remember that Into Oz, or Off to Oz, oh my gosh, Off to Oz and Glinda, those are 2 colorways that I have in the shop currently that just came out. Those are brand new colorways, and they are a limited run. So I literally just dyed up a bunch, and that's it. I cannot recreate them. I just was having fun and made a bunch. So those are limited. So once they're gone, they're gone. So if you love them and you want them for some project or a gift for someone, definitely hop on over and grab those. I will include a link to those in the comments below since I talked about it. So that'll be down there too. So I'm just going to talk about life updates now. I'm trying to speed up this video since the last couple of videos were kind of long. So I'm going to try to make this one a little faster for you guys. But yeah, life update. Not a lot. We finally have sun. There is blue sky today, you guys, which is rare in Michigan this time of year. So I'm just like sucking it in. We're going to take the dogs for a hike, which will be amazing. I love to actually get some exercise and be outside. It's good for the soul and for your body. And the vitamin D is good too. I take vitamin D supplements because it gets so dark here during the winter. It is a real thing. So we're going to take in the sun a little bit today, which is definitely needed. I'm so grateful. I went grocery shopping yesterday, which I don't normally do, and I'm glad I did because then I can do a little bit more relaxing on Sunday, which is the day of rest, and that's what should be done. So that is what I'm doing. I always feel the benefits of that when I actually do it. So, something I've been reading daily, I want to say just for the past week. Yeah, I think it's only been like a week and a half or so that I've been doing this. And I have seen quite good benefits from, I have been benefiting from this. There we go. That's what I want to share it with you guys. So, I have this book by Joyce Meyer. I purchased this, so it's not sponsored or anything. I just benefit from it, so I want to share it with you guys. So I purchased this book. It is a devotional. I've never been very good about reading devotionals daily. I've gone through different times of doing that, or reading just a part of the Bible each day, and I've definitely seen benefits from it. I've just been really bad about being diligent about it. So I decided, season of Advent, I'm going to be diligent about it and hopefully continue to. And I've seen great just mental benefits and everything from doing this. So the book I purchased, you can get devotionals. There's all different types of ones out there. Jesus Calling is one of them that I have not purchased, but I do want to get it at some point. But this one is from Joyce Meyer, and she is a very well-known Bible teacher. And she has many YouTube talks out there. If you look up Joyce Meyer, you'll find something. You will find many things actually, but this is called Strength for Each Day. It's the 365 devotionals to make every day a great day, and it has been very helpful for me. I have actually been reading it every morning, which is something that I don't always do. I'm definitely a creature of look at my phone right away in the morning after my alarm goes off, which I know is definitely frowned upon. And I decided that this is what I should be doing instead. So I've been, I'm in the back because December is in the back. But yeah, each day, and they're really short, you guys. The devotionals are like a page long. It's only a page, very easy to read really, quickly, or, it won't take a lot of time. In other words, I can read this devotional, reflect on it throughout the day, but the reading only takes me maybe 5 minutes or so. It does not take very long. And then I can read it slowly. There's a prayer, there's a section of the Bible each day, and then a little reflection that she writes up that goes with it. And then, throughout the day, I do reflect on what I read. And I've just seen amazing benefits, mentally, spiritually. I highly recommend this. So, I've been doing this for a week and a half. So that's not a very long time, but the fact that I feel I've been feeling amazing benefits from this. I just really wanted to share that with you guys. So if you're, it's for some people, this can be a hard time of the year and a stressful time of the year, and it shouldn't be. So if you are struggling with that, I definitely recommend, just in general, go look for devotionals. You don't have to do this one. I'm just saying, go look for devotionals, or just read your Bible. And I am a firm believer that when you look in your Bible, if you just open to a page, that you are being led to read that for some reason that day. So I just highly recommend it. If you need guidance, I think that you should look for it, and allow yourself to be led. There we go. That's the word. I'm trying to speak and I'm struggling. Anyway, I hope that makes sense, and I hope that helps somebody during this time of year. So that's pretty much it for my life update, I guess. I don't really have much else. We're all nice and healthy, which is great. And I hope you guys are staying healthy, and I hope you're happy. I hope you're having a good Advent season so far, and I hope you're excited for Christmas if you celebrate Christmas or other holidays. I hope you're having a nice time preparing and celebrating. So hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, And if you have sun near you, sunlight, then I hope you go and enjoy it. And if you have cold and rainy weather or anything like that, I hope you are staying cozy and knitting or enjoying other crafts that you like to do. So I hope you have a great rest of your week, guys, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care. Bye.